Today, we have a session on the second study material, which is on pharmacology and toxicology. Today, we have with us a panel of experts in which we have Dr. Surendra Singh, who is Associate Professor from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and Professor Javed Farooqi, who is Professor in School of Sciences, IGNOU. He is also the Program Coordinator of the Pharmaceutical Sales Management Program. I would now request Dr. Surendra Singh to please give a presentation on clinical trials and drug actions and other related topics which are there in the study material.
Thank you, Dr. Rachna. The second broad topic of this pharmaceutical sales management diploma in pharmaceutical sales management, that is a pharmacology and toxicology, that mainly deals with what about the drugs, their pharmacology, their therapeutic use, their side effect and their toxicity. But I'll take a broad topic which is designated as a clinical trial, which deals how the drug develop, how they come in a market, what are the different phases of clinical trial, how they started, what was the logic of starting clinical trial, what was the implication of clinical trial, what are the different stakeholders which takes part in a smooth conduct of clinical trial, what are their responsibilities and what are their different phases in a critical manner. If you just defined a clinical trial, I can say a clinical trial is a planned experiment. Planned means before starting it is to be there in a written form with the clear-cut SOPs, planned experiment that involve volunteers and is designed to determine the most appropriate treatment for future patient with a given medical condition. Here the volunteers is not a patient, they are the adult human being with a normal physiological and pathological status. If you just see the world scenario where all these clinical trials are conducted, these are the numbers, and the most of the clinical trials are conducted in USA, then UK, then probably Canada, Brazil, Asia, China, European field and the Australian region. And if you see, the India is a major key player in a conduct of clinical trials. If you just see the Asian regions, Afghanistan there is just 10. This is a 2-year-old data. In Pakistan, the total clinical trials conducted is 158, Nepal 18, Bangladesh 83, Sri Lanka 19, and in India it is 1554. So you can say in Asia, the India is a major player after China. Various categories of the drugs on which the clinical trials has been conducted or is going on. The mostly it is on the drugs which are used on digestive disorders, followed by viral disorders, CNS disorder, central nervous system, skin disorder, musculoskeletal disorders like arthritis, osteoarthritis and rheumatoid arthritis, hematological disease like blood cancer or anemia, breast disease that include breast carcinoma also, cardiovascular that include hypertension and kidney disease, followed by liver disease and then myocardial ischemia. In India, before 2009, every clinical trials are to be conducted just to get a permission from the Drug Controller General of India, that is a part of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. But after 15 June of 2009, it is mandatory that all clinical trial to be registered in a clinical trial registry of India that is maintained by ICMR. This is a Indian Council of Medical Research. It is absolutely mandatory that you have to register your clinical trial giving all the specification, all the SOPs, the name of investigator, the name of the patient, the informed consent, the total budget involved, the total medical institute or hospitals, whether it is a one center study or multicentric study, whether it is to be conducted in India, whether there is a private party or is a government party, or whether it is to be conducted outside India also, or whether it is to be conducted simultaneously in one or more countries. So it was launched on 20th July of 2007. It included the primary register of International Clinical Trial Registry platform. It is a party of that, and of course it is controlled by National Level Institute, ICMR.
Doctor, how you select the patient? Suppose in case of critical patient or important drug, life-saving drug, how you select the patient?
Actually, there is a difference between volunteer and patient. Patient होता है जिसको बीमारी हो गई है, वॉलंटियर होता है जिसको बीमारी नहीं है, नॉर्मल पैथोलॉजिकल कंडीशन है, उसमें ड्रग ट्राई करते हैं. मतलब अगर आप देखेंगे, मैं अगले फेसेस में जाऊंगा, फेज 1, फेज 2, फेज 3, फेज 4. सो देर इज अ क्लियर कट गाइडलाइन विच ड्रग कैन बी टेस्टेड ऑन अ फेज 1 followed by phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4. So it depends upon the principal investigator of a respective field to decide the type of the patient and the type of drug scheduling. The market of prescription drugs, I think it will answer your question also कि मार्केट में कौन सी ड्रग सबसे ज़्यादा बिकती हैं और किन पे ट्राई करने का ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है. दिस इज अगेन अ ओल्ड डाटा एंड एग्जिस्टिंग डाटा ऑल्सो. The worldwide sale of prescription drugs which are to be prescribed by doctors, it is not included the non-prescribed drugs. आप देखें कुछ ड्रग होती है जो बगैर डॉक्टर के प्रेस्क्रिप्शन के ही आप केमिस्ट शॉप को ले सकते हैं. OTC ड्रग, आपको दर्द है, आपने एक फ्लेक्सॉन मांग ली, पैरासीटामोल मांग ली, आयोडेक्स मांग ली, that does not include this one. So the worldwide sale of prescription drug is roughly 837 billion US dollar, and it is projected that by the end of 2014 it will touch to 1.5 trillion US dollar. If you just see the market leaders, they are the top 5 companies: Pfizer, GlaxoSmithKline, GSK, Novartis, Sanofi Aventis and AstraZeneca. According to the worldwide sales, it is US based, UK based, Switzerland, France and UK based. The net sales is it is like some 30 to 40 billion US dollars. And the best selling drugs of Pfizer is atorvastatin. This is the drug which is used in treatment of to decrease the cholesterol level. Second one is fluticasone, salmeterol. This is a drug used in asthma. Valsartan, cardiovascular drug. Enoxaparin, Nexium, Esperamazole, used in the treatment of ulcer. If you just see the Indian scenario, the pharmaceutical industry composed of around 250 large unit and around 8,000 small scale unit of pharmaceutical industry. It comes to around 12.6 billion US dollar. This is the Indian pharmaceutical market, which touches to approximately 2% of the world sales, but it is placed 14th in the terms of global values. And if you just see the company wise net sales in a US billion dollar, Ranbaxy on the top 1.62, Reddy's 1.56, Cipla 1.27 and Sun 0.5 and Lupin 0.4, and accordingly the other companies which play their role. Now the next question is why the company wants clinical trial. It was the lesson we learned from the past. You must have heard about the drug thalidomide. It was the drug which was launched, which was in the market in 1962, approved in Europe and Canada, was later found to cause severe birth defect in the children of women who took it during pregnancy for mourning after sickness. And some of these birth defects included the absence of arms and legs in the babies born to these born. So it was declared as a thalidomide disaster in 1962, and after that it was banned globally. This is a typical symptom of phocomelia which was developed after taking a thalidomide in 1962 thalidomide disaster. So it was the main, we have learned from this that clinical trial must be there and it should be in a scientific manner. There are certain questions and concern like could these kind of things happen again? It should not be. That's why the FDA has taken a lead and all European Union that it should be banned globally, not in any of the subcontinent or smaller countries or even. You will see the overview. They should be conducted in phases, and the trial at each phase have a different purpose and help scientists answer different questions. And phase can also be defined by the information you are trying to get out of the testing. They are designated purpose, designated job responsibility, and designated way out on each phases. An investigational medication must go through different phases of clinical trial before Food and Drug Administration approval, whether it is India or it is USA. The laboratory studies first, then animal study, then human study. आपने एक केमिकल बनाया है केमिकल लेबोरेटरी में, उसके बाद आप एनिमल टॉक्सिसिटी देखेंगे, एनिमल स्टडी देखेंगे, उसके बाद ह्यूमन पे जाएंगे. दीज आर दी फेसेस ऑफ ड्रग डेवलपमेंट. आपका ड्रग डेवलपमेंट कैसे किया? बीइंग ए केमिस्ट, you will develop a molecule in a chemistry lab, then it will go to a toxicology or pharmacologist to see the safety and efficacy even, and then it will go to a human study and in a different phases. Clinical trial is to be conducted in a phase 4. 4 phases होते हैं. phase 0 भी होता है, मैंने इंक्लूड नहीं किया है, इट इज़ अ प्योरली साइंटिफिक टर्मिनोलॉजी. phase 0 में क्या होता है? रेंडमली बहुत सारे मॉलिक्यूल्स लोवेस्ट डोज में टेस्टिंग किए जाते हैं एनिमल्स पे. दिस इज कॉल इट एज अ phase 0. phase 1 is a looks at a drug safety and toxicity. The prime importance of this phase is a safety and toxicity. It also measure how the drug is absorbed, बॉडी में कैसे absorb हो रही है, and how much is found in the blood. आपके ब्लड स्ट्रीम में कैसे जा रही है. अगर देखेंगे इस पूरे सिलेबस में, ड्रग एब्जॉर्ब हो रही है, फार्माकोलॉजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज हो रही हैं, उसके बाद में फार्माकोकाइनेटिक हो रहा है, उसके बाद में एक्सक्रीशन हो रहा है. आपकी ब्लड ड्रग आपने ली, कहाँ पे जाके वो घुली, लीवर में गई, उसके बाद में एक्सक्रीट किस रूट से हुई और ब्लड में कितनी देर में पहुंची. दैट्स ऑल इट इज टू बी सीन. इट रिक्वायर्ड वेरी स्मॉल नंबर ऑफ वॉलंटियर्स, आर ऑफ ए वेरी शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन एंड क्लोज मॉनिटरिंग ऑफ वॉलंटियर्स, कि किसी को कुछ अब्रप्ट चेंजेस तो नहीं आ रहे हैं. Starting from food intake to water intake to body temperature to blood pressure, pulse rate, ECG and all that. Phase 2, it again continue to evaluate drug safety, and it also determine the dose that works the best with the least side effect. Animal study, it gives an idea that it will be the best dose level. Suppose animal में आपने testing किया, it will give an idea that 50 to 100 milligram per kg body weight is a best parameter. So it will give the idea so that we can try the same dose level in a phase 2 trial. It involve a very
एक मिनट यहाँ डिस्टर्ब करूँगा आपको. आपने कहा पहले आप लोग एनिमल में इसको देखते हैं, उसके बाद इसमें कुछ है, कुछ आपको आइडिया है, कुछ रेशियो बताएंगे कि जो एनिमल में अगर वो पॉजिटिव है वो, और ह्यूमन में उसका क्या होता है, कितना असर होता है, ऐसा कुछ डाटा है क्या?
टॉक्सिकोलॉजी की बात करें तो पहले रोडेंट्स में देखते हैं. रोडेंट्स का मतलब होता है कि रैट, माइस और रैबिट, उसमें दे आर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स एज फार एज द एंजाइमेटिक एक्शन और रिसेप्टर एक्शन, दे आर मोर और लेस सिमिलर टू ह्यूमन बीइंग, सम ऑफ देम. सो दे विल बी ट्रायल फर्स्ट ऑन रोडेंट्स एंड देन ऑन हायर एनिमल्स.
हायर एनिमल में कौन कौन से?
हायर एनिमल्स इंक्लूड monkeys and all that.
monkeys.
But it is not कि आप सारी ड्रग को मंकी पे ले जाएंगे तब एनिमल में करेंगे. नो, इट डिपेंड अपॉन द टाइप ऑफ मेडिसिन, टाइप ऑफ एक्टिविटी. मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टडीज आर टू बी कंडक्टेड इन अ rodent, एंड अगेन इट इज अगेन मॉनिटर्ड. आप ऐसा नहीं है कि 6 एनिमल की जरूरत है, आप 12 एनिमल में काम कर रहे हैं. नो, it is again monitored by the CPCA. This is a committee of prevention of cruelty against laboratory animals that is controlled by the Ministry of Social Injustice and Empowerment by Government of India. Every institution must have ethical committee, institutional animal ethics committee. You have to clearly mention आप कितने एनिमल आपको चाहिए, इतने एनिमल क्यों चाहिए आपको, आप एनिमल को कितना फीडिंग करेंगे, उनका कैसे वे लेंगे, कितना टेम्परेचर पे रखेंगे, और एक्सपेरिमेंट ख़त्म होने के बाद में आप उनका रिहेबिलिटेशन करेंगे या उनको मार देंगे. मार देंगे तो उसका डिस्कार्ड कैसे करेंगे उनको, आप उनको जलाएंगे या ज़मीन के अंदर दाबेंगे. इट इज़ क्लियरली रिटन कि आपको स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम आपका एनिमल हाउस से लेने तक, आपका एक्सपेरिमेंट ख़त्म होने तक, everything is monitored, everything should be in a written form and it has to be forwarded to CPCA. The phase 2 involved the large number of volunteers as compared to phase 1. Phase 3 again the safety and efficacy will continue till phase 4. It compared the investigational drug with the current standard treatment. Suppose आपकी कोई नई ड्रग आई है, आप उसको ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्टिंग स्टैंडर्ड ड्रग है उसके साथ में आप उसको कंपेयर करेंगे ही करेंगे. इट आल्सो मॉनिटर द लॉन्ग टर्म इफेक्टिवनेस एंड इट अगेन इन्वॉल्व्स द लार्ज नंबर ऑफ वॉलंटियर्स. फेज 4 एज आई टोल्ड यू दैट इट इज़ अ PMS स्टडी, पोस्ट मार्केटिंग सर्विलेंस स्टडी और पोस्ट अप्रूवल स्टडी. एक्चुअली क्या होता है कि एनिमल स्टडी करी आपने, फेज 3 तक आपने करी, नाउ यू कैन सबमिट योर एप्लीकेशन फॉर अप्रूवल for marketing to the Drug Controller General of India. If everything found in a order, they will give a permission that your drug is approved and you can market it. But they are advised that you should submit a post marketing surveillance report of 5 years to the DCGI. If anything goes wrong in that PMS study, the DCGI has a power to withdraw or to ban that drug on the advice of DTAB, that is Drug Technical Advisory Board, again under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So this is a phase 4. It also further explore the intervention or new indication or new use of drugs. कई बार क्या होता है कि ड्रग अप्रूव्ड होती है किसी और चीज़ के लिए, बट ओवर ए पीरियड ऑफ टाइम एक जनरल पॉपुलेशन क्लेम करती है कि नहीं मेरे को वो तो ठीक हो रहा है बट इसके साथ साथ ये भी हो रहा है. आई विल गिव यू वन एग्जांपल. The drug minoxidil, it was a cardiovascular drugs used in a cardiovascular patient, hypertensive patient use करते थे. वो जब खाते थे उनको तो उनको लगा कि उनके बाल रीग्रोथ हो रहे हैं. पोस्ट मार्केटिंग सर्वेलेंस में आया कि ज़्यादातर लोग कंप्लेंट कर रहे हैं कि उनके ग्रोथ ऑफ हेयर हो रही है. इट इज़ अ पॉजिटिव थिंग. सो नाउ ए डेज मिनोक्सिडिल कार्डियोवास्कुलर एक्शन कम हो गया मार्केट में और उनके शैम्पू बन गए हैं कि आप बाल आ जाएंगे, बाल ग्रोथ हो जाएगी, उनकी मार्केटिंग ज़्यादा हो गई है. दिस इज अकर इन अ फेज 4 की कोई नई इंडिकेशन सामने आ गई है. मतलब तो पॉपुलेशन जो पॉपुलैरिटी है उसकी ज़्यादा हो गई है और जो इनिशियल लेवल था वो ख़त्म हो गया. देयर आर सर्टेन गाइडिंग प्रिंसिपल्स विच लुक आफ्टर द वर्किंग कंडीशन, the ethics of clinical trial. The topmost is the ethics. It should be ethically sound, scientific validity and integrity, medical relevance. ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई भी डॉक्टर आके बोले कि भाई मेरे को तो हिमालय में एक महाराज मिले थे, उन्होंने ये कहा था कि इसे लो और इसे खाते ही कैंसर ठीक हो जाएगा. मेडिकल फेटर्निटी डज नॉट अलाउड कि कहीं से किसी ने कोई जड़ी बूटी दी और उसका आप ट्रायल चालू कर दिया कैंसर पेशेंट पे. नो, इट शुड हैव अ मेडिकल रिलेवेंस, इट शुड हैव अ मेडिकल डॉक्यूमेंटेशन दैट प्रूव दैट आफ्टर कंडक्टिंग दिस ट्रायल it can be fruitful, it can be beneficial to the future patient. Regulatory and medical legal issues, it should pass through a regulatory bodies by the FDA and all that, and it should pass through, it should have a least medical legal issues. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने क्लिनिकल ट्रायल में बोला कि हम ब्लड टेस्ट करेंगे, सुबह 50 ml निकालेंगे, शाम को 50 ml निकालेंगे अगले 1 महीने तक. इट कैनॉट बी. लीगल भी अप्रूव नहीं होगा और रेगुलेटरी भी अप्रूव नहीं होगा, एथिकली भी नहीं है, मेडिकल रिलेवेंस भी नहीं है. एंड अगेन कॉस्ट, कितनी कॉस्ट उसमें इन्वॉल्व हो रही है. नाउ इट इज मैंडेटरी दैट कंपनी वालों को कॉस्ट उसमें डिफाइन करनी पड़ेगी कि एक क्लिनिकल ट्रायल में आपको कितना पैसा इन्वॉल्व हो रहा है और वो पैसा किसको कैसे कैसे दिया जा रहा है. इवन मेडिकल काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया इज स्ट्रेसिंग दैट all the transaction should be clear, should be transparent. All the clinical trials, मैंने जैसे आपको पहले बोला, it has to be adopted, it has to be carried out according to a GCP guidelines. GCP is a good clinical practice. अगर आप देखें तो आजकल G और P is a common and C can be replaced by anything like good clinical practice, good manufacturing practice, good laboratory practice, good farming practice, even good lecturing practice. So it is a GXP. So how it's evolved, what is the purpose and what is the scope? GCP guideline clearly defined how this clinical trial has to be started, where it has to be started, how many volunteers should be there, how many patients should be there, how their ethical aspect should be protected, how their rights can be protected, who can participate, for how long it can be participated, and all that. It is clearly written in GCP guideline.
Thank you.